Hello students, so let's start this exercise 1C. Question number 1. Find the prime factoration of the following numbers. So the first number is 96. As you know, I've already told you that 96 is a composite number and we have to do now prime factoration. Means we should divide by prime numbers and get its prime factors. Okay, clear? So to save time, what I've done is that there's a question. Find the prime factoration of the following numbers. The first one 96. So I've done this for you, okay, already. So it'll save time and it's instant. Then I'll do one sum for you also. But let me show you. See, so 96. So 96 is a given number, 96. So if you have seen the previous video carefully, then you'll know that all prime factoration you should start to divide only by prime numbers. And as I told you in the last video that you have to buy out all these prime numbers, and also we should always start to divide by the first prime number 2. So this is 96 and we start to divide by 2. But I told you that before you divide actually by 2, first try to do some test. And remember I told you test of divisibility by 2. You can divide any number by 2 if that number happens to be an even number. Okay, the 96 is an even number. Why? Because say 6 is there in the unit digit, and I told you that for even number, if 6 is there, it's a unit digit. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 is even number. So since the unit is 6 here, so we can divide by 2. That's why I start dividing by 2, because it's an even number. So let's divide them. So first we'll take only 9, okay, because 9 is bigger than 2. If this number is bigger than this prime number 2, then you can start with single number. If it's smaller, then we should take two numbers, okay, combination of two numbers. But here bigger, so let's say table of 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3 are 6, 2 4s are 8, coming closer, 2 5s are 10. Now 10 is going to be bigger than 9, so that's why we'll not do 2 5 times. We'll not do 2 5s because 2 5s are 10. Then we'll do less than 5. That is 2 4s are 8. So then 8, and then now subtract 9 minus 8. 2 4s are 8. Imagine there's a small 8 here. You can just do mentally. No need to do enough. Okay, try to practice like this. 2 4s are 8. Then 9 minus 8, 1. That one goes and attaches itself with 6. It's not getting added, it's just attaching 6 here, and that carry 1 will come and join here from here, okay, from the left. So 1 and 6, 16. Now table of, now see it's no more 6, now it's 16 now, for time being 16. 2 4s are 8, now 16. And now keep saying the table of 2, memorize, and then you'll find that 16 comes exactly 8 times, since 2 8s are 16. That's why I say 2 4s are 8, 9 is 1, 1 is 16, 2 8s are 16. So first part finished. But see, there's still a composite number, so we should still do prime factoration. Now see, the first prime number is 2. To start with 2, so keep on doing by 2 unless until you cannot divide anymore by 2. Okay, so here say 48, can you divide by 2? Then we should, I told you in the last video that we can divide any number by 2 if it's even number. So let's check. Let's see, the unit is 8, and if the unit is 8, then say 8. So it's an even number, because even number has unit is 8 also. So that means yes, 48 is an even number. So let's divide again by 2. So we write 2 here. Then since 4 is bigger than 2, so we'll take single number. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. Now imagine there's a small 4 here. Then 4 minus 4 is 0. This time the carry is nothing there because it's 0. So it means it will be 8 alone. And 2 4s are 8, because 8 alone, 2 4s are 8. Now again see, again 24 got 24. Again we should try to divide by the first one number 2, because you have to keep on dividing by 2 until unless you cannot divide anymore. So yes, 24 we can divide by 2, because 4 is also an even number. 4 is also an even number. Okay, 0 2 4 6 8. So this 4 is even number, so we divide by 2. That's why I write here 2 here. Then since equal, so equal also we can do only one digit. 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4, because no carry here. So 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 0, and now only 4. 2 2s are 4. Now finally 12, and 12 you know it's a multiple of 2 only. 2 6 are 12, so that's why we directly no need to do test now. You know it's so simple. 12 comes in the table of 2. One of its even number, so divide by 2. 2 6 are 12. 6 also multiple of 2. 6 comes in the table of 2. One of its even number, so 2 3s are 6. So you can see that so far right from the beginning It was 96, then 48, and then 4, 12, 6. These are all even number. That's why all we are able to divide by 2. But now we got 3. And 3 is not a even number. It's not an even number. Moreover, 3 is a prime number. 3 is an odd number also, and it's a prime number also. And I told you in the last video that whenever you see any prime number, do not waste time in thinking that by which number we can divide. Prime number, straight away you divide by itself, whether it comes 3 or 5 or 7 or 11 or 13 or 17, 43, 53, 59, 61, 97. If any prime number comes, straight away divide by itself, because you cannot divide prime by any other number except 1 and itself. Okay, so by 1 we don't divide, so we divide by itself only. So since 3 is a prime number, whenever it's odd number, so we divide by 3. So 3 ones are 3, and you should keep on doing like this process until you get 1, and you have to stop here. Now the reason, suppose I want to ask you that why we should stop here, because fundamental theorem of mathematics says that only composite numbers we can prime factorize as a product of prime, but 1 is not a composite number and 1 is not prime number also, so means we cannot prime factorize further. So we should stop when you get 1. Okay, so finally we conclude like this, okay, by writing therefore prime factorization of 96. Prime factorization of this given 96 is what? Write all these prime numbers that we got here as the product, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Okay, so when you multiply all these numbers again, you'll get back 96. Okay, the product of all this will give us 96, but don't multiply, we'll keep like this. But then for simplicity, for doing the sums, it's always good to write this answer in power notation. And what is power notation? Like this: 2 is the prime number, but 2 is repeating itself 5 times, so that's why we'll write the prime number 2 only 1, and how many times it's repeating itself, that we'll write as power. Since here in the sum 2 is going 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5, so we'll write 2 raised to power 5 into, now 3 is next prime number, so we'll write 3 because these two are different prime numbers, but since 3 is coming only 1 time, so it's raised to power 1. So means finally write the answer in power notation, and the answer is complete. So there's your prime factorization of 96. Okay, students, so we move on to second question. The second given number here is 408. Second question in your book is 408. So let's do prime factorization of 408. Okay, so look students, 408. So can we divide by 2 or not? Because I told you we should do prime factorization and prime number starts from 2. So to divide by 2, first let's check. We have to first check whether 408 is an even number or not. So yes, unit 10, 100, unit digit 8, and if the unit digit is any one of these, is an even number. So since 8 is even number, so 408 is also even. That's why we divide by 2. So now let's do see. First take only 4 because bigger than 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4, 0. Now it's only 0's turn. 2 zeros are 0. And it's only 8. 2 4s are 8. Okay. Now again see. Now we have got 2 and 4. 4 is again even number. I hope you have by heart. 4 is again even number. So means we can divide again by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 zeros are 0. And 2 2s are 4. Okay. Now we come 100. See, it become 102. 102. Then 2 is again even number. This 2 is again even number. Even number. So because of this unit digit 2, again we can divide by 2. But this time say 1 is less than 2. 1 is less than 2. Dividend is less than divisor. So now we should take two numbers. Means we should take combination of 1 and 0. Now it's become 10. Now recall table of 10. 2 1s are 2, 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8, and 2 5s are 10. So 2 5s are 10, and 10 is 0. Only 2, and 2 1s are 2. Okay. So you can see, students, that now we have got 51. Now the question again comes that can we divide by 2 or not? Because so far we have been able to divide by 2. But now let's check 51. 51 is what? They say the unit digit is 1 here, 1. And you know, if any number has unit digit, these 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these are odd numbers. And odd numbers are not divisible by 2. So we know that test of digital that because of this 1, 51 is an odd number, and odd numbers are not divisible by 2. That's why the first prime number 2 fails to divide 51. Okay, that means by 2 we cannot divide 51. Since we cannot divide 51 by 2, cannot divide 51 by 2, so we should jump to next prime number, that is 3. But the question is what? Can you divide 51 by 3 or not? Generally we remember table of 3 after 3 times are 30, but in whether it's divisible or not, we don't know. If it's divisible also, how many times you don't know. Okay, so suppose you write here and you cannot divide by 3, then it will waste your time and also it will make this dirty to again another page. So that's why be sure first whether it's divisible or not. So you have two options. One you can do in the rough divide, 51 divided by 3, or you can do first test. Tests are much faster. Okay, so I told you how to know how to divide by 3, how to test divisible by 3. I told you in the last video. To test for 3, you add the digits. You add the digits of that given number. If the total is a multiple of 3, if the total comes in, if the total sum of addition of digits, if it's a multiple of 3, if it comes in the table of 3, then that number is also divisible by 3. But if the total doesn't come in the table of 3, then that number is not divisible by 3. Okay, so you just have to add. So here also let us add now. Before I divide by 3, let us add 5 plus 1, 6, 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6. That means total is 6 and 6 comes in the table of 3. 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6, 6. So that's why yes, we can divide by 3. So let's divide by 3. So you should practice this how to divide, okay, by 3. Look, so 1 you can do in the rough, but try to do here only. Look, first let's take only 5 because 5 is bigger than 3. 3 ones are 3, small 3 here, okay, small. 3 2 is 6, 6 is bigger than 5, so never take big. That's why 3 ones are 3. Imagine that there's a small 3 here. 3 ones are 3. Then subtract 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, 2. That 2 goes and join with 1 from the left to become 2, carry 2 and 1, 21. And note the table 3, 3 7s are 21. So 3 1s are 3, 5 minus 3, 2, 2 and 1, 21, and 3 7s are 21. Okay, so we got 17. Now the question is, but by which number should we divide now the 17? Should we try by 3? Then 17 doesn't come to table 3, 3 5 15, 3 6 18. So see what, in this way you should try by next prime number 5, and see you'll be wasting time. But if you have by heart this prime number, you know that if prime number is by heart to you, then you know that 17 is a prime number. And here's a 17 coming. So I told you just a few minutes back that in this video only, I told you that whenever you see any prime number while doing prime subtraction, whenever any prime number comes from here, any prime numbers come from here, then do not waste time, because that prime number you should divide by itself. That's why since 17 is a prime number, 17 is a prime number, so divide this 17 by itself. So 17 1 times 17, and since you got 1, we should stop. So therefore prime factorization of 408 is what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 17. And now write in power notation. There's 3 2's, we write 2 1 time, and power 3 because 2 is 3 times coming. Into 3 3 is 1 time, and 17 is also 1 time. So answer complete. Okay, so in this video I have explained about the exercise 1C, question 1, sub number 1 and 2. Okay, so in the next video I'll show you about sum number 3. But before you see the next video about sum number 3 of the same exercise, of the same question 1, I'd like you to try by yourself first. And if you cannot get, or if you have any confusion, then you please go to next video and see how to do number 3. Okay, thank you.